Howdy, folks. AK here, back with some more Zenless Zone Zero, where I'm trying my best to make some progress in the story, as well as trying also my best to get the next character, Seed, who I kinda like so far. On top of the fact that that's basically it, other than the among other things. So, basically, something funny's going on. Last time we went to go do a whole raid on an Exaltus outpost, which was supposed to lead into getting a base. We ran into other operatives of Obsidian Squad, led by Major General Lorenz, as well as the other guy in the dorky purple outfit, Lucro, who seemed to be, well, in the case of Lorenz, well, stern and be like, follow orders and don't question anything. And then you have Lucro, who's surprisingly more polite, all things considered. And then we ran into Damien, who came to the forward base and was like, hey, I'm sick of working for Persalumex. I may have gotten what I wanted, but at the end of the day, I'm just beat. I can't do this shit no more. And he turned himself into Top's higher-ups, who sent a little bunny girl who apparently I'm supposed to believe is an inspector working for them, being like, hey, Damien, don't be leading us astray, otherwise you're going down. And he's just like, hey, I have nothing to hide. And the proxy is doing good too, so we both are on the up and up. So Damien looked way more humble than he's ever been. I don't think being at Tops is something he wants to do anymore. I think the stress has gotten to him. And then the Esol that apparently disappeared from the base for some reason, and now here she is with the majority of Orbital Squad, with the only other exception being Seed, who is over here for some reason, waiting for me. So, and Yishuen broke into the base and rescued Wise, which in turn caused Obel Squad to follow him, to knock on the door and say, hey, he's under our protection, what are you doing here? And they all came to an agreement to that, the Exaltus are up to something, and the Defense Force is, for whatever reason, being very lax about it. So we all kind of decided, you know what, fuck orders, we're teaming up. Stone Lions. I apparently got a trophy for looking at the lion. What did it say? I thought I had done it already, but I guess not. What did it say? Stone Lions appear to be pretty laid-back attitude, too. Maybe they should be a bit more serious when guarding the temple. Beyond the store, there's Yishun Shifu, senior sister Fufu, and the other seniors. Well, wait. What was the rest of it? Well, in that case, the Stone Lion really doesn't have much of a chance to shine. Okay, I got that out of my system. And a trophy out of nowhere. Well, in-game trophy, not really PSN. Okay, Seed. Okay, I'm broadcasting. Okay, Seed, what are we doing? Talk to me, girl. Surprised it took them this long to get us a blue-haired chick in the game that's playable. Everyone else is either green-haired, red-haired, or pink-haired, or blonde-haired, or black-haired. Well, and again, black and blonde is kind of normal. I mean, so is red hair, technically, but we've had a little... But you add all the pinks to it, it's a little bit more varied. What is it, Joey? What are you doing, me Siamese? Just talking to one of my cats. Anyway. Okay, okay, it's Mecha Skater Girl. What is it? Hey there, Proxy. Good morning. Here to invite you to today's Grand Escape Strategy meeting. We're going to start evacuating civilians. Fine, if you want the dull version. I'm here to bring you to the strategy meeting. It's indeed about civilian evacuation or whatever. I love how nonchalant she is about the whole thing. But I'm pretty sure it's a mask for something else. Okay, I did all my dailies, so let's go ahead and do it. You head to Phylum Heights with Seed. I really would like to know what the whole name of the context behind her name. I mean, 11 I get, being a clone soldier and all. So where's the Seed part come in? It's almost like something out of a Mobile Suit Gundam anime or something. Well, other than the obvious. Seed is horrible, by the way. Destiny's even worse, with Stargazer being the only good one. I've heard Astray is good too, but I haven't read it since it's a manga-only spin-off and not a no anime version to speak of, although I do like a lot of the Mobile Suit designs. Squad member Seed, Proxy. All members of Oval Squad are present. Please begin Operation Briefing, Colonel. Hey, Isolde, you want to lay it on us of where you went last night? With away from the Colonel, the rowdy ranks of soldiers quiet down.
Experimental ether units called Obscura were placed in large numbers within the Hollow and around Waifei Peninsula by Porcelumex and the Exaltists. Oval Squad was the first to discover that they could hold and even generate a sacrifice. Later operations by other squads also confirmed this. That's about all we've got on the Obscura for now, and there are still many unchecked ones hidden in Waifei. According to our investigations, none carrying sacrifices have been found outside the Hollow.
But we can't gamble with people's lives with some big unknown. Right, Colonel Isolde?
You're right, Orphe. Which is why we're launching the Hollow evacuation plan, starting with relocating the residents of Phylum Heights. We're moving them into the city, at least until every Obscura in the area has been inspected. The evac op will be handled by troops under the Major General. As for Oval Squad, you'll be on standby as a mobile unit, ready to jump in the moment anything goes sideways.
On standby as a mobile squad, huh? In other words, we get to move however we want for now, correct?
It's on standby at all times, not do whatever you like. Is that clear, Captain Magus?
Crystal clear, Colonel. I assure you, we will not act on our own or do anything reckless.
Are you sure? You kind of did last night. Then again, it was kind of my fault. Keep an eye on Captain Magus. We won't go off the script.
I'll keep an eye on the captain. I won't let Oval Squad go off script.
Why do I get the feeling something is going on between you all? Anyway, just behave. Things are bound to get messy during the evacuation, so make sure the proxy stays safe, Magus.
Of course. The proxy's a VIP under our protection. Aren't you, Proxy?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Speaking of VIPs, Commander Lorenz, Mr. Lucro, and the rest of the Porcelumex higher-ups will be evacuating alongside the residents.
The big shots can't wait to run for their lives, huh?
The threat of hidden sacrifices is no joke. We can't blame the executives for saving their own hides. All right then. I'll go get the executive sorted for VIP evac. Oval Squad is dismissed for now.
Isolde.
Something on your mind, Captain Magus?
I was just wondering, Colonel. If I ever disobeyed your orders, would you be able to forgive me?
You do know there's a time and place for sarcasm in front of your squad, right, Captain Magus? But if that day ever comes, I trust that you'd have your reasons.
I know the captain always has her reasons, Colonel Isolde.
Don't tell me you're actually itching to go rogue with your captain, Orphe.
I...
Don't worry, I'll keep her in line.
Huh? Me?
I mean, you kind of have a knack for kind of taking control of her actions by wheeling her around through her tail there, Captain. I'm just saying.
Either way, we've got each other's backs. That won't change, right?
Damn right.
Good to hear. That makes me feel a little better, Captain.
As Isolde's dismissed echoes through the square, the soldiers begin to scatter and leave.
Proxy! Proxy!
Uh-oh. What's going on, Orphe? Why are you being so sneaky?
The way you're sneaking around whispering like that, it obviously looks like you're trying to rope me into some secret plan.
The captain said that you should sneak over and meet us over there in a bit. It'd be way too obvious if we all moved together.
Captain's literally right behind you.
Isn't the captain always right behind you? Why bother sending you over to pass on a message?
Well, because the captain's voice is way too loud. She couldn't whisper for her life.
True, we've never heard her speak lower than her monotone. Magus, Orphe, and the others head toward the cable car station. Let's go join them and see what they're whispering about. Panic citizens. Hello. Hollow evacuation. Is that big hollow going to spread to Firelum Heights? My whole livelihood is here. Calm Swabian Temple Disciple. Don't worry, it might just be a small hollow disaster. Life is way more precious than property. You young folks just don't get it. I came here from the old capital. Do you know how long it took me to build up this business? Try to stay calm, work with the defense force, and leave Wi-Fi Peninsula for the time being. The hollow might settle in a few days, and you can all come right back. Don't push, don't panic. Hey, I'm talking to you. Excuse me, I have a child with me. Could you let them go first? Mommy. Our company volunteered to help maintain order here, so don't push your luck. Please follow the evacuation order and rejoin the evacuation group at once. Hey, I told you to watch your tongue. You're even scarier than an ethereal. I accidentally lost track of my group. Come with me, Granny. I'll help you catch up to the main group. Retro. Obsidian Division Emergency Alert. Attention citizens, due to potential disaster risks in Lemnian Hollow, please cooperate with Defense Force and evacuate Phylum Heights in an orderly manner. Citizens, please actively cooperate with evacuation operations organized by local forces and evacuate the urban area in an orderly manner. If you encounter any security threats, please seek help from nearby Defense Force soldiers or follow Bamboo to evacuate from high-risk areas. Schedule's been updated. Head to another assault. Another assault. Yay. Anything on the internet notifications? I saw my deceased family member in the miasma. This miasma stuff is seriously freaky. I saw the ghost of my dead family member in the Lemnian Hollow emerging from the miasma. I took this photo on a panic, so it's a bit blurry. Could this be a miracle? Corruption causes hallucinations. Don't let your momentary sadness make you fall for the Exaltus tricks. Yeah, we did establish it does do that. Apparently, it also it seems to also bleed into photographs. Which leads me to wonder, what if Carol Arna's been dead the whole time, and all we've been seeing is a phantom? It does make me wonder. It doesn't seem to do like what, like how it works for vampires, though, because, you know, with vampires, you know, some legends be it like, oh, you can't get their reflection, and you can't get get them on cameras, photographs, because of some supernatural dead rules or something. So it's kind of like the reverse of that. Everyone's evacuating. You caught that, right, Proxy? Orbital Squad's role during the retreat is standby for rapid deployment. In other words, if we sneak into Hollow Operation now, no one will catch us. So use the evacuation order as a ruse to sneak off. Sneak into the Hollow? No, we're covertly going in to investigate for the safety of the citizens of Whitehead Peninsula. Basically sneaking in, Captain. Come on. No need to be overly technical. Captain's right. There's bound to be confusion during the evacuation, and that's our perfect window to move in. Commander Isolde's arrangements just happen to work in our favor. Do you think she already knows about us? She's got nothing to do with this. If we're caught, I'll take the heat for defying orders. Time is of the essence. Get ready and let's move out, Proxy. Let's go. The crowd gathers at the cable car, evacuating Fireloom Heights under the direction and support of the Defense Force and top security.
Tell the workers to pick up the pace. That porcelain's worth more than their lives.
Oh, hey, how dare you?
Don't let them hear you. I don't want to see complaint letters in the employee yearbook.
Complaint letters? You actually read those, boss?
Need I remind you that those people buy your product, mister. So if you don't have any customers left, who's going to get it? Douchebag.
Training reliable subordinates matters more than you'd think. You don't want to end up in the same mess we did back then. We trusted the Defense Force to protect company assets, but they were useless. And that cost us a fortune.
So he doesn't really care technically, but he knows that if more damage than is necessary happens, then that basically takes everyone down regardless. So practicality. So a bit callous, but it makes sense. As opposed to the other guys who are joking about it.
Sorry, excuse me. Please, could you let my child move up in line?
Yeah, let the kid through! Cut it out! The evacuation order's been planned long in advance.
Why does that shotgun remind me of the Shambler from Metro 2033?
You're only getting out of here because the company paid for it. Don't push it!
Watch your mouth.
Where's Monado when you need him?
Protecting the company's image is also part of what you're paid for. Got it?
Hey, Damien's coming to the rescue.
Please, you let my child go first.
Sorry.
What?
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to help anyone either.
Oh, come on, man.
Today, Wi-Fi Peninsula has opened its door to us. Just like every other door in this city.
Uh-oh, he's got that oily expression again.
Just a photo for the internal PR material, sir. Much appreciated.
This moment right now, and back then, it's all starting to look the same.
Uh-oh.
To those sitting at the top, our lives are nothing but silver spoons they use to scoop up and savor their triumph.
She's not wrong.
Civilians, soldiers, doesn't matter. We're all merely specks of dust beneath the feet of giants clashing above us. This isn't the end, Orpheus.
There's that name again. comrade, lover. I'm feeling a sense of deja vu again. From the Trigger storyline. Remember how that all went? I'm starting to get rumblings of it.
This is the Exaltist base we cleared out earlier. The proxy was there too.
Weren't we looking for a hidden base? Why are we back here again?
According to Fairy's calculations, the fissure that leads directly to the blind spot just so happens to be located in this area. I guess you could say we let the Exaltist slip right under our noses.
If it weren't for Lorenz and Lucro's interference, we might have uncovered signs of a base much earlier.
The fissure is close by, but Barry's calculations could only narrow it down this far. We'll need you all to head into the hollow to confirm the exact location.
Commencing operation. Objective, locate the nearby fissure.
Yes, Captain Magus.
The first diffraction signal source has been confirmed.
Uh-oh.
Now we just need to find the second signal source, and we can pinpoint the exact coordinates.
A proxy. You're not making up some technical jargon to fool me, are you? Did you already have a map of the fissure location prepared in your backpack?
Hey, no need to question my professional skills as a proxy, okay? Still, these data errors feel a little too organized to be natural. It's almost like someone deliberately set up this puzzle.
So what? We've been going down a predetermined path the whole time?
Devices operating protocol.
The purpose of these devices seems to be to guide and concentrate the miasma.
How did you figure that out, Proxy?
It's all thanks to their engineers. They left super clear comments in the code. The final sacrifice. Large-scale miasma activation experiment. The Exaltists need to gather a massive amount of miasma. These devices must be crucial for that. The Exaltist outposts full of miasma might be the result of these devices as well.
Communication structure analysis complete. Hub device location locked. Uploading to HDD now.
Got it. These are the coordinates of the blind spot.
Okay, so nothing up here. Just Denny's. Next easiest Marcel maze I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, second easiest. First one before this was literally a hallway.
Pinpointing Fisher coordinates.
Hey, you soldiers over there.
Uh-oh.
Well, well, look who it is. Isn't this the same guy we bumped into last time?
Obel Squad. What are you doing here?
Better question is, what are you doing here, douchebag?
Yeah, that familiar, annoying voice. It's definitely him.
I want to ask you the same question. What are you doing here?
We're here under Major General Lorenz's orders, of course.
All right. We all know you're his right-hand man. But haven't you given me that line already?
I have no obligation to explain myself to you. But, to avoid unnecessary conflict between so-called allies, this facility holds a stockpile of porcelain belonging to Porcelumex. We've been assigned to constant guard duty here to prevent any of the returning exaltists from stealing the city's strategic resources.
Wasn't it Porcelumex who originally handed these strategic city resources over to the exaltists? You sure are going out of your way to clean up the mess they made.
I'm not in the mood to bicker with you. Now, it's your turn to answer, Captain Magus. Why are you here? I don't recall receiving any orders about reinforcements or rotation.
As I'm sure you're aware, I'm the one Commander Lorenz designated as a restricted operative. I fled into the Hollow carrying sensitive military info. Obel Squad is just here to capture me.
Proxy?
Uh-oh.
Oh. This envoy really is good at causing trouble, huh?
I don't know if he'll buy it.
Don't you think, Captain Magus?
No. We've received new intelligence indicating that the Exaltists likely still have a key base in the Hollow. Obel Squad's mission is to clear any threats to civilians here. You're a soldier too, so you should understand a soldier's duty.
Unfortunately, too many of them are not exactly behaving according to soldier's duty.
A soldier's first and foremost duty is to follow orders.
Uh-huh. Look how well that turned out for many people across history.
To follow orders. And doing that is what keeps everyone safe.
You're leading your squad without authorization. This is a clear violation of military command, Captain Magus.
Forget the orders. I didn't form Obel just to dance to someone else's tune. If disobeying orders is what it takes to protect this city, then so be it. I'll face a court-martial.
I've got a recording device, you know. Every word you say will be used as evidence in court.
And I've got heavy firepower. If you don't step aside, every word you say might just become your last.
The intel came from me, and this operation is under my lead. If the Defense Forces commanders have a problem with that, they can take it up with me directly.
Threatening your comrades only adds to your offenses, Captain Magus. I'm not obligated to stop you from engaging in conflict. Go if you must. I hope to see you all alive in the military courts.
Lorenz's loyal soldier glances once more at Magus before leading his squad away from the scene.
Finally, that annoying guy's gone.
Yeah, but he's gonna cause us a lot of trouble.
Onward to saving the world.
Now this really counts as disobeying orders.
Now Obel Squad really is in big trouble. Captain Magus, was it really necessary to go that far?
Don't worry, little proxy. When the time comes, I'll say the envoy was coerced by our troops and forced to lead the way into the Hollow.
Not what I'm worried about.
That's not what I'm worried about. It's you and everyone from Obel.
I will take full responsibility for disobeying orders. And I'll go to Isolde to plead my case.
No. Captain Magus, if you get arrested, I'll have to face the battlefield all alone.
Hey, couldn't you say something that shows you care about me, Orphe?
Sudden message comes through the HDD.
Wise, we have an urgent communication request from the Defense Force.
Defense Force?
An urgent call from the Defense Force?
Well, actually, Colonel Isolde contacted Ishu and Shifu, who then got in touch with me. They want to use the HDD's communication channel to deliver a message to you. I only called it an urgent communication because I wanted to sound more professional in front of the Defense Force.
Fair enough.
Good afternoon, team. I had heard about Phaethon's abilities before, but experiencing a device that can communicate inside the Hollow firsthand still feels incredible.
Colonel, Isolde, let me explain.
Acting without orders, disobeying military command, and hoping to come to me for leniency? Captain Magus, you've been in the military long enough to know. Your behavior is getting more and more unruly.
Captain Magus's cooling system is about to overheat!
You mean you heard all that? Proxy, your HDD's privacy protection is severely lacking.
Anyway, I'm fully aware of the situation. You did the right thing, Captain Magus. All those years ago, we followed our orders, and our comrades died. And now, we can no longer stand by and watch Waifei Peninsula fall into danger for the sake of following orders.
All those years ago?
Isolde, why bring up the past all of a sudden?
I think it's time I told you a few things now, Magus.
Okay, backstory.
Everyone here is either a comrade you can entrust your life to, or a brave soul willing to lay down their life for the safety of New Eridu. Which is why what I'm about to tell all of you is so important. It's a story of betrayal. A grave crime born of selfish ambition that put our city and its people in danger.
So, your inspection has finally uncovered something.
The truth about what happened all those years ago?
Captain Magus and the Colonel's comrades all died during the fall of the old capital, due to a lapse in commands from higher up. Is that what you want to tell us about?
That's right. At that time, the commander ordered Agamemnon's squad to hold their ground at all costs, and to defend the railway line evacuating civilians.
It wasn't what they were actually protecting, wasn't it? This does feel like a repeat of what happened with Trigger.
And that's what our comrades did. They fought to the very end, until the last drop of their blood was shed. What we were guarding was not a railway for evacuating civilians. It was actually a freight line for transporting corporate assets. Every minute the team was able to hold out meant another container of porcelain that was transported back to a Topps warehouse outside the Hollow.
Jeez. Ugh, look at that thing. It's like half the size of Godzilla.
Of course, that company paid the commander a hefty reward for that. Every digit on that check was stained with the blood of our teammates, Magus.
Captain Magus.
Isolde. Who was the corrupt commander who accepted the bribe? And where is the company that paid it? Answer me.
Captain Magus, your body is becoming unstable.
Answer me, Isolde!
I don't have enough evidence to accuse them yet. Stay calm, Magus.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
My gut wants to say Lorenz, but it could have been anybody.
How do you expect me
together!
My fury burns just as fiercely as yours, Magus!
I was created to unleash this fury, Isolde!
Captain Magus, for the safety of the squad, I'm authorized to activate sleep mode.
You would dare to stop me, Orphe?
Yeah, if it means keeping you from blowing us up. There are things more important than revenge.
I don't have the right to ignore your anger. The people here are important too. And what we need to accomplish now matters just as much.
Easy for you to say. What do you know of my anger, Phaethon?
Oh, I don't know. Our mentor having disappeared and gone missing, and then leaving us, and then as a result, him and Belle being left down in the dirt to scrounge back to a livable existence. I think we've kind of gone through our own fair share of hardship.
We all lost so much during the disaster. Everyone here, Colonel Isolde, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and all the civilians in Waifei Peninsula who were displaced by the fall of the old capital. So many people, just like you, lost everything. Natural disasters, man-made disasters. Haven't we lost enough already in New Eridu? But we didn't let anger, sorrow, or regret pull us down.
I don't know. Some people did. Remember Grim Vulture? Didn't work out well for her.
Thanks to our courage, we've achieved everything we have now.
Atsuchi says Magus is buck wild. Yeah, kinda.
Your Obel squad, Orphe, Trigger, Seed, and Soldier 11. Your story with them. Thanks to our courage, we've achieved everything we have now. Your Obel squad, Orphe, Trigger, Seed, and Soldier 11. Your story with them. Sure, the past does matter, but they do too.
Captain Magus. How am I a part of this?
Thank you, Proxy. Isolde, I won't let this go. As you said, I'll wait for the right time to act.
Yes, let's leave it for later. What's most important now is for you all to carry on with your current mission. I'm telling you this now because you were right about one thing. Merely following orders doesn't make you a good soldier. Keep moving forward, everyone. I'll take the heat from command.
Time's ticking, and the Hollow is changing rapidly. If we delay any longer, the Fissure might disappear entirely.
Group and get back on track.
Understood, Proxy. Obel Squad, we're moving out!
Yes, Captain.
You have actually been quite lucky all these years. Far luckier than I have, Magus.
Zolda's voice fades over the channel, and Obel Squad's figures disappear into the fissure.
It's not often I find myself thinking, maybe I'd be better off without comrades like them.
I have to agree with you, Orphe. But our top priority now is to hit the Exaltist's main base. No time to slow down.
Well, into the fissure, right? Ether turbulence surges from the fissure. Even if it's not the Exaltus headquarters ahead, it's at least heavily fortified stronghold. Get ready for combat.
Game,
anytime now.
Faithful servants. Let's
Let's drive out all the blasphemous unbelievers who desecrate our noble cause.
There sure are a lot of exaltist rats hiding in here.
The proxy's intel has been a huge help.
They keep saying something like final sacrifice. We have to stop them.
Cover me, Orphe!
Initiating devastating strike!
Moving forward and take them all down.
Hey, you.
It's been a while, Phaethon.
Ah, so we finally meet the wench herself face to face. Certainly has, villain.
Sarah, how many of the Exaltist's crimes have you been quietly orchestrating from the shadows?
All of them?
Crimes? Ah, you mean those reasonable and necessary sacrifices? As a loyal servant of the Creator, my answer is, of course, every single one.
She's got the same crazy face as Dina, I just realized.
I have to say, among the masses of ignorant and arrogant unbelievers, you stand out as particularly detestable, Phaethon.
Cute, but evil as hell. Well, being evil kind of overrides the cute factor, in my eyes.
Captain Magus, that woman is making personal attacks on the proxy!
I might not be good at personal attacks, but I'm an expert at suppressive fire. Prepare to die!
Prepare to meet your end, you...
Not even a you're under arrest, just straight down to the point, huh?
You stubborn fools. Struggle all you want. The Overseer has already reached the gate of the final domain. It's just one more gentle push.
Avarok. I've got to admit, that one's hard to kill.
Death is a cruel fate, but the Creator does show mercy to the most faithful servants at times.
I like female villains in games and anime. Eh, fair enough. I mean, how many people have had a crush on the Baroness from G.I. Joe?
No matter what tricks or lies you try to use, we won't let anyone threaten New Eridu.
Threaten New Eridu? Young unbeliever. The parasites devouring the city aren't here. The real poison has always been lurking in the very blood of the city. Which actually makes you and me allies, not enemies.
Don't you dare compare my proxy to you.
But I don't think we'll have the opportunity to work together. The end is drawing near. The Overseer's ritual must not be interrupted. Faithful servants, the Creator will remember your names.
Oh,
The arduous journey to the Creator.
someone is at the door and I can't do everything. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I probably ended up missing dialogue because of that whole pause right there, but it is what it is, I guess. So what was it that she said? Yep, I ended up interrupting the dialogue. So what was it that was being said? Arduous journey to the creator is always filled with sacrifices. Okay, with Sarah yapping her head off.
Get behind me! Sensor attack! You've exposed your weakness! Treat him to that! Let's provide cover fire! Behold the grand entrance! I'll take point. Captain and I got this! Watch over the captain, Orpheus! Let's treat him to that!
Initiating devastating strike!
I cannot get that counter to come out right.
Get behind me! Fall back to high ground, Trigger! Leave it to Seed! Definitely not my type.
Here comes the feet ministry.
Lock on.
Lock on!
Hey! Recalibrating. You're cornered. Time to end this.
Maximum firepower!
That's the target, right? Let's go take a look.
I lost way too much health because I could not read the assist counters in time. Hopefully I get health back. In the core mechanism, you find the device the Exaltus used to manipulate miasma. Miasma device core. A strange device discovered in the Exaltus underground base. Core piece installed at the large miasma facility used to control the flow and form of miasma. It's likely an amplifier designed to boost the power of the miasma device, allowing the Exaltus to control and concentrate large amounts of it. Large amounts of miasma. Roar. My laser can't break through ether. The equipment is shrouded in thick miasma. Any attempt to connect through Eos's pore would lead to corruption. Even the perception technique is useless. Maybe we need someone with Ishu and Shifu's level of skill for this. We can't do anything about these things right now, so let's just focus our efforts on tracking down those bosses.
Line up. No pushing.
What the?
May the Creator refine us.
Oh, come on.
Sanctuaries chosen, favored by the Creator.
The monsters have swarmed the entirety of Thylin Heights. Be sure to stay vigilant.
Okay. So,
Guys, we've got an emergency. Exalted priests and sacrifices are attacking Wi-Fi Peninsula. They're pouring out of the Obscura, and there's a lot of them.
oy vey. We're too late.
Our attack on the base in the Hollow led to chaos in the city outside. Are they using the attack as a cover to escape?
AKA Mom. Indeed she is.
The city is under attack? Do we keep pursuing or fall back to assist?
No, we might as well just keep going. No point in retreating now.
A rather obvious and sloppy scheme. Our comrades from Obsidian Division are stationed in the city, along with the mystics of Yunquay Summit. The city should be in good hands for the time being.
Also, I think Major General Lorenz's adjutant got killed in the attack because I saw that slick black hairdo right there.
Ishu and Shifu and the other disciples are helping suppress the sacrifices in the main district. But there's a gap in the defenses on the mountain road above Phylum Heights.
The mountain road? But according to the distribution map we received, there shouldn't be any Obscura in that area.
Unless someone manipulated that data and you didn't even know.
Which is why we didn't deploy heavy defenses near the mountain road.
Oh no, there are many residential areas near there.
I'll plan the evacuation route.
Got it. Calculating a route from the Hollow back to Wi-Fi Peninsula for evacuation. Almost done.
We're counting on you, Proxy.
So what? We can't kill the machine, so we're going back? Well, that was a kind of a waste of time. I feel like we're getting played like a fiddle. No matter what we do, we keep getting blocked. Why is Captain Magus? You're finally back. The sacrifices in the city are being held back by Yishu and Shifu and the others, but more have suddenly appeared on the mountain pass. So wait, yeah, they no longer need to use they're no longer contained in the Hollow anymore. Yeah, they figured out a way to make it where they can't be contained in there no more. Now they're all over the place in regular reality. That is not good. Mountain path, but our obscure positioning data didn't show any devices there. Because somebody erased that data or deliberately failed to provide that data. Something's wrong with Isolde's intel. Long story short, our main forces and the Swabian Temple Masters are all tied up fighting sacrifices in the city. Mountain Road area wasn't assigned any defensive troops beforehand. Defenses are severely lacking. No time to lose. Let's hurry up and go provide support. Oh boy. Guessing they blocked the route down, right? Yep, they did. Wait, who's that? It's a random cat siren. So this is what Seagaze Road looks like on a weekday. Hello there, young soul. Quick, ask me why I'm here lazing around in the sun on a work day. Why are you lazing around on a work day? That's because I quit my job. Well, you picked a hell of a day to do so, lady. After sunbathing, I'll head to Yuncha-Sin, grab some Tong Sui on my way out, and then swing by Fluffy to sweet talk a kitten into coming home with me. Now that's what I call living. Okay, she's, a little too calm for this situation. I'm just saying. Okay. No one beats Mom, and not even the floppy-eared freak Miyabi. Hey, I like Miyabi, I'll have you know. I have a weakness for fox girls. But yes, Yishuen is definitely ultra mommy material. I will not deny that.
Thanks to the support from Yunquei Summit, the sacrifices in the main district have been suppressed, and the civilians in the city are safe.
So if I had to rank my current waifu ranking, it would definitely be Yishuen, followed by probably either Zhuyuan or Yanagi, with Miyabi and Caesar and Bernice being somewhere after them. Who else? I know Anby is definitely one. Oh. Evelyn and Astra. There definitely would be after Yishuin and Miyabi and Zhu Yuen, that's for sure. Evelyn and Astra. So Miyabi would probably be like fourth or fifth after that.
Our mission is to eliminate the sacrifices and exaltists around the Mountain Road area while protecting 2 VIP targets.
And who, I'm guessing I'm one of them, and Belle as well.
Which are the annoying Porcelumix executive Lucro, and the even more annoying Obsidian Division Major General Lorenz.
Oh, never mind.
Bad news? We've lost contact with Mr. Lucro. Good news, the Major General is en route to the evacuation point below the mountain road.
I hate to say it, but Isolde is being a little sneaky.
Hard to say which is the good news and which is the bad.
Like, I'm getting a repeat of Trigger's storyline with Grim Vulture, and I don't mean that in a good way. Like, something really bad is about to happen kind of way.
Like them or not, the mission still has to be completed. There are plenty of homes around the Mountain Road area, so there's no time to waste. Let's move out.
But no Trigger Mom? Wow. Yeah, I stand corrected. Yes, Trigger is very much in that category of mom material. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know why, but for some reason, Trigger just kind of fades in and out of my memory. Probably because I haven't used her in such a long time. I really do like Trigger, I really do. But yeah, she would definitely be up there with Yishuin, Zhu Yuen, and Yanagi, and Yanagi as well. Definitely. And of course, like I said, Evelyn and Astra being not far behind, with Miyabi somewhere afterwards. So I stand corrected. Sorry, Trigger. I don't know why I forgot about you. Although I do wish she would have a second outfit that ditches that ridiculous block of iron that's on the middle of her Kevlar. I have no idea what that thing is for.
Like them or not, the mission still has to be completed. There are plenty of homes around the Mountain Road area, so there's no time to waste. Let's move out.
With our main forces and Unikoi Summit holding Phylum Heights, let's deal with those sacrifices on the Mountain Road. There are residential areas around the Mountain Road. We can't let those sacrifices run wild. So we're going to be fighting stuff like in the mountain neighborhood, like we did with Yuzuha and Alice. Joey, what are you doing in here? Go on, kitty. Oh, I don't want you to be trapped in here. The less cats I have to deal with in here, the better. And Pleasant, Major General, and Lucro are evacuating from that way as well. We can't just stand by and watch them die, sadly. Attack! But that saved Trigger from dying. It held her harmonicas. Stopped Grim Bullet. No, not the iron block on the middle of her Kevlar. It was the harmonica was on the side of her torso under her Kevlar.
Prioritize eliminating the sacrifices emerging from the Obscura.
Oh, look, a rainbow.
Roger that, Captain.
Luckily, there aren't many residents near the highway. Otherwise, this would have been a real problem.
There's an ambush in the tunnel! What an ugly bunch! The people on the ground seem to be members of Porcelumix.
Speaking of which, hey Trigger, been a while. Uh-oh. Oh no, we already got a casualty.
Those monsters. Ethereals. Calm down, ma'am.
No. They weren't ethereals.
Uh-oh.
We're from Obsidian Division. You're safe now.
They're all dead.
Remain calm. You're not in danger anymore.
Those deadly ghosts got them.
Uh-oh.
This woman's experiencing shock. Her companions were likely killed in the recent attack.
Remember what the Bang Boo recorded? Living dead?
Judging by her clothing, she's from Porcelumex. And I remember seeing her at the banquet. Her companions were most likely Porcelumex executives.
No, I really can't stand those people. I didn't deserve this.
Solda's voice comes through the military radio on Orphe's chest.
Magus, aren't you curious? Who exactly was responsible for killing our comrades all those years ago?
You picked a wonderful time to drop this on us, Isolde.
The blood debt partly falls on Porcelumex for offering the bribe, and partly on the commander who accepted it. Well, Porcelumex's share of that debt was just paid in blood.
Uh-oh.
Isolde, what are you saying?
Oh god, it really is Trigger storyline all over again.
That's right. The mastermind behind bribing the military commander back then was none other than Porcelumex's Lucro.
Yeesh. Well, of course. I half expected it to be Ferox, but, well, yeah.
Of course. The ones who benefited from it weren't innocent either. Going down with him was only fitting.
Even if they were guilty, they should have at least stood trial.
Forget it, Proxy. Your sense of righteousness is admirable. But I also believe you've been through something like this yourself. Unjust accusations, hopeless justice, endless struggle. The Defense Force, public security, the HIA, and TOPS. You're standing against giants. How much injustice have you endured, and how much justice have you achieved?
Uh-oh.
But, Isolde, you've always told me that justice will come.
Correct. Justice will come, but it will be through my hands and your gun. We no longer need to rely on the sympathy of others, nor wait for mercy from those in power.
So Isolde's been the one going off and delivering false intel, is she? So I was wrong. It was not Lorenz. It's been her the whole time. No wonder everything we do ends up backfiring and meaning nothing. Because she's the one who's been giving the orders to begin with. Bigger Jigu SWAT 221 says, damn, I played this part just yesterday. It's a little crazy. Yep. Yeah, why all this now of all times?
Why are you doing this, Colonel? Why of all times would you reveal this to Magus now? Your goal isn't just to let her know the truth, is it?
Magus, don't you want to know the name of that commander from back then? The one who sent us into the jaws of battle just to secure that huge check from Porcelumex? The one who deliberately withheld support from our unit to cover up the bribery?
It was Lorenz.
Ugh. Well, we all suspected Lorenz was crooked, right?
Yes. Colonel Lorenz, 11 years ago. The very same Lorenz who has now risen to Major General.
So he wasn't the one behind any of the scheming we've seen. That's been Isolde the whole time. But he definitely is not innocent either, considering now if he basically sold them all out originally. So basically, he went and decided to line his pockets. So the whole oiliness of him is definitely still like, okay, you're bad. We know you're bad, but we don't know how bad. Well, now we know what it was he did, and it all makes sense. But Isolde, you're not exactly in the right yourself. What is going on here?
11 years ago, he colluded with Lucro. And now, 11 years later...
Uh-oh.
The lives lost, my years of suffering, this ridiculous body of mine.
Uh-oh.
Is it all because of him?
Lucro is already dead, and Lorenz stands right before you at the end of this road. I've already made my choice. Now it's time to make yours, Magus. We're the only ones walking this road. Don't let me down.
She's gone completely into Grim Vulture level territory. Isolde's call ends abruptly.
Isolde.
Yeah, she went into full General Shepherd level. So the General Shepherd equivalent character is not Lorenz, but it's Isolde. Like, hey, all of my men died literally for nothing. And yeah, and she went completely insane in the process. Albeit, well, I don't blame her. But at the same time, you have a whole bunch of monsters running around, killing, getting innocent people caught in the crossfire.
Colonel Isolde, Commander Lorenz. How could this be?
Isolde's laugh was evil as all hell. Yeah, when I said I was getting Grim Vulture vibes, I was correct, ultimately. It's like, they seem to like doing this where they will experiment with a smaller story and then bring it back for a much more major one with a couple of variables switched.
The only way we can know is by finding Lorenz and getting answers from him directly.
Not that they've done it badly. I mean, it's a little bit cheap, but hey, I will give the A on the execution. Easy, Magus.
Magus, now's not the time to lose your head. Isolde hasn't given us any evidence to back up her accusations.
Evidence? Don't tell me you want to start preaching about procedures and justice, Proxy.
Hey, if you don't have anything to back it up, then it's just fart in the wind.
If there were any justice in this world, my teammates wouldn't have sacrificed themselves 11 years ago.
Something fishy about her claims.
Stop and think about the timing. Why would she drop all this now? She's deliberately steering you somewhere.
She wants me to join in her revenge plan. Is there something wrong with that? She was right about one thing. I'm the only one walking this road with her.
No one says, Isolde, better step back, sit down, and sit like a good colonel. I think we may be beyond that.
With all due respect, Captain, that was a real kick in the gut, you know? Remember when we first joined the squad? We signed up because we felt the same pain. We carried the same scars. We were here for justice. Maybe even a little glory. For the ones we lost. The ones we loved. And now you're saying that we're not your companions? That you're all she has?
Seed would like to teach that meanie a lesson. But I can't shake the feeling that something really bad might follow.
I can agree with that feeling also.
If Seed Sr. were here, I think he'd be all gruffy and say, "Nope, not happening, Captain." And "Nope, not you either, Seed."
Not here. You summoned him literally out of thin air, girl.
Oh, well. I was never good at comforting speeches anyway. If you made up your mind, Captain, I'll follow your lead, no matter what.
You think you're helping, saying all these useless things, but you don't understand.
Then make us understand.
Captain!
You don't understand what I'm going through either. Huh, Morphe?
Open your eyes, Magus. You and Isolde walking the same path? Come on! Without me, you wouldn't even be able to walk. If anything, you and I are the real companions here. And the others, the Squad, Proxy, we've been in this together from the start. We've all lost people we love. But you were the one who brought us back, who pulled us out of that whole mess of grief and revenge. And now you want us to just stand here and do nothing? All so you can feel that we understand you? Sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to snap like that.
Still on a mission, folks.
We're still on a mission here. Whatever personal stuff we're dealing with, it doesn't outweigh the lives of all those citizens depending on us. You with me, Captain Magus?
So, at least the MiHoYo won't pull an old plot twist moment. Plus, I know he'll be pulling for Sold. Magus, don't make me go all green and mad. You will tell him Orphe, says Hatsuchi. Back to no one, says, especially if you say you don't understand Trigger. Trigger's the last person you tell that to. Exactly. We literally saw a microcosm of this with Trigger, and, well, we're seeing it all over again on a worse scale. That pulling for Isolde, well, we'll see if that does end up happening.
I agree. Let's move out. We'll clear out the ethereals as we go. Mobile Squad, gear up and get ready.
Yay, let's go kill some more monsters. Hey, you!
There is an unopened Obscura nearby.
The monsters are crawling out of those devices.
Eliminate the nearby Obscura to cut off the source of the threat.
I've been on standby for a long time.
Circle them!
Order received.
Reporting in!
There's no way out!
Fire!
Okay, calm down there, honey. Now, why would they want us to do that? Okay, we can't go in there yet, so, but they deliberately blocked it for some reason. Obscuras. Oh, easy peasy. Oh boy.
The Obscura have been confirmed to be deactivated.
The locations of these Obscura don't appear to be included in the Colonel's intel.
Because she left them out.
Intel. Roxy, can you help search for nearby Obscura?
Solda would be a badass S-rank Defense Force agent. I initially assumed she was going to be playable, given her design. But then again, even playable characters aren't the only ones given unique designs. So, we'll see what happens, I guess. Now they're getting even more complicated again. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, I got it.
Obscura deployed up ahead.
Clear out these filthy things.
Limbs in the air.
You can get to the other side of the residential area through here. Uh-oh. More bastards.
Sacrifice is incoming. Stay alert. Monsters that can operate outside the home. Truly terrifying weapons.
They enter the city.
We won't let that happen.
Everything's on fire!
Anything else around here?
Major General Lorenz retreated in this direction.
Keep moving. He might not be the most likable guy, but we can't let anything happen to him.
Well, he definitely is far from likable after what he did, taking a bribe, which got countless soldiers killed. So he definitely deserves to rot in a cell and be publicly executed. Uh-oh. Lucro. Yep. All the others are dead. Yep, she's definitely dead. So either he's dead or he's barely alive.
Oh?
These bodies couldn't be. They're from Porcelain Mix. That body. Wait. Is that Lucro? Oh no, don't tell me the Major General is. Pick up the pace. I have no intention of explaining myself in a failed op report. So Lucro is dead, is he? Well, not exactly a glory. So Ferox is still among the living due to being arrested, but Lucro isn't.
The melody of combat. Time to pin them down.
Am I keeping up, Captain?
Let's treat him to that!
Save the boy. Dante? Wait a minute, what are you doing up here? He must have been evacuated along with his family.
You're the ladies from the Defense Force.
Don't worry, the mother of Obel Squad is here, Lucro. When eyeballs wide open and not moving, they 100% are dead. Yep. Unless you happen to be Gandalf, in which case, well, in this case, they're not, but you get what I mean.
There's a little kid here. Maybe he got stranded when the sacrifices suddenly appeared on the mountain road.
He's from Siloam Bay, yeah. But what's he? But Siloam Bay's downstairs. What's he doing upstairs?
You're not hurt, are you, Dante? What are you doing all the way out here? Is your mom okay?
Wise, you're here too. I was just playing on the mountain path with Mello and Ayu, like we always do.
Speaking of which, where's Mello and Ayu?
It was hide and seek, and I hid inside that empty grocery store by the road. But then, monsters started crawling out of those boxes. The ones that make the sighing noises. There were monsters inside. Mello and Ayu ran down the mountain path back to Siloam Bay, but I got stuck here.
Oish.
It's all right, Dante. The defense force is here. You're safe now.
You know this little one, Proxy?
His uncle was a soldier too.
This is Dante from Siloam Bay. His uncle used to be a defense force soldier, just like you all.
How much you want to bet he was one of the casualties that happened because of Lorenz's greed?
He used to be.
Just like your old comrades. Dante's uncle also died in the fall of the old capital 11 years ago.
Oh. So his family have one of our old comrades, huh?
Basically.
Old comrade? Is this gun lady one of my uncle's friends too?
What is Dante doing here? Go back to Virgil. Wrong Dante, man. But, yeah, I get it. Oh, man.
That's right, kid. Your uncle and I, we fought side by side.
Whoa. You must be a super strong soldier.
Strong enough to have her brain uploaded into a literal gunhead, I suppose.
My uncle was really strong too, but he never came back. I hope you and your team all make it home safe. I'm sure someone's got to be waiting for you at home.
We will, Dante. Don't you worry.
Hey, Dante, tell me something. If you had the chance to get revenge for your uncle, would you take it?
Get revenge? But didn't Uncle give his life to protect us?
Yeah, but that was clearly not reciprocated by his higher-up.
Like, if I found the bad guy who killed him, or the monster that hurt him, would you want me to kill them? Would that make you feel better?
Feel better? I want those monsters gone too. But that won't bring my uncle back, right? I think Uncle became a soldier because he wanted to keep people safe, even if he had to face scary monsters. So instead of fighting to hurt people, I want to be the kind of soldier who protects everyone. I want to be strong and take care of Mom. That's why I hope you all go home safe. You shouldn't get hurt and make your moms or your kids cry.
Yeah. Dante, you should go home now. Your mom is probably worried sick about you.
The Defense Force and Yunque Summit will keep you and your mom safe.
Dante should be looking for Virgil's daughter, Miyabi, since Virgil doesn't care to. Yeah, Miyabi is like one of several lady characters that everyone has colloquially grouped as daughters of Virgil because of the whole katana and icy whole personality stuff. I mean, it's a joke, but it's an amusing one.
Oh, right! Mom's probably waiting for me. I'd better get home fast.
Squad calls in support over the radio to escort Dante back to Siloam Bay.
Dante's such a sweetheart.
He's a good kid. But people like Lorenz, back then and even now, how many kids have lost their families because of scum like that?
Captain.
Alright, let's keep moving.
And how many more have been lost because of Isolde? Magus gives a quiet order. The squad keeps marching. Their target, Major General Lorenz.
Captain Magus, what are your orders?
Lorenz, I need to question him face to face and get to the bottom of this.
Captain Magus, please don't do anything reckless.
Magus, I understand how much you want revenge. But remember, we're here with you.
Equipment inspection complete. Ready for action.
Yeah, Lorenz is scum and should be put away like scum, but what Isolde did? Oh, that's not forgivable either. So wait, did she join up with the Exaltus? Sounds like she did. Okay, we can't go down the road. That's the direction Lorenz evacuated in, right? Magus, you have to stay calm. Now's not the time to pull the trigger. This is also no time for puns either, Trigger. Seed, you're being weird. I stand behind the captain. No one says, I hope Triple Z doesn't have to deal with any kinds of bans or censorship, like the Online Safety Act. In real life, that happens. New Eridu's done for. Yeah, unlike the UK, we actually have a Supreme Courts and other safeguards, as opposed to them, where they just have, well, the bare minimum, and clearly the bare minimum does not work. Then again, I guess I suppose I put too much faith in my country's government, but hey, safeguards are safeguards. They were put there for a reason. And a lot of it has been struck down in court before. But with both the truth and my enemy right before my eyes, how could I? No, and by the way, no black pills, only white pills. Both the truth and my enemy right in front of my eyes, how could I? The truth and hatred are too heavy to bear. But don't forget about us. Wait a minute, we're on Siloam Bay now. The hell? How did we go from up to down? Only put faith in saviors. Why did the saviors are the genuine article? So there's the schmuck. I just realized Siloam Bay is completely evacuated. Makes sense. It is technically part of Phylum Heights, just the more shantier part of it. Orphe and Magus stand before Major General Lorenz, confronting him with Isolde's accusations.
Who filled your head with such baseless claims and slander, Captain Magus?
Drop the oily shield and come clean, Major General.
Please, General Lorenz. While I can still hold myself back, I just need you to answer me. Yes or no?
And provide evidence in your defense, Major General. Otherwise, it's not going to look good for you.
Such groundless accusations are enough to get you court-martialed, Captain Magus.
You're not answering the question.
Or is this all just an attempt to stir up trouble and cover up your unauthorized attack earlier?
Oh boy, indeed.
Answer me, Lorenz. Yes or no?
11 years ago, countless squads under my command were lost when the old capital fell.
Yes.
You think it was only the frontline soldiers like you who had to shoulder the pressure? Do you know how many questions I faced because of your crushing defeat and your incompetence? Do you know how much blame I have taken? How many concessions I have made to appease their greed?
Uh-oh.
War, politics, and the survival of this city are not problems that can be solved merely by you all pulling your triggers on the front lines. I don't expect your brain, if there's anything left of it in there, to possibly comprehend such complicated matters.
Well, he drops the oily, talking, pronunciations, so that's a good sign. We're getting to him.
But I want to remind you of one thing. You're not here alone. Isn't Obel Squad standing with you?
Your point?
That's an outright threat, General Lorenz. As the mayor's representative, I won't just stand here and let that slide.
I must say, naive fools really seem to get along well together. If you're that set on burning everything to take me out and won't consider your own future, then perhaps you should think about theirs. Don't be so selfish, Captain Magus.
He's still not answering the question. After all, New Eridu's mayor might be a traitor. Never mind Magus, go all Red Hulk on the man. The mayor part, that thought, funny enough, did cross my mind. It, honest to God, did. Because if Isolde can't be trusted, then who else isn't untrustworthy? Then who else is untrustworthy? It's like, okay, the list of help, the list of potential allies, or if allies at all, is steadily going less and has gotten less.
Even if it was me, so what? I didn't get where I am today by being noble and playing by the rules.
He's not wrong. It's a lot more gray. Dark gray, even. Before Lorenz brushes past Obel Squad, as he finishes speaking, Magus's trigger quivers, but she never pulls it. He never did answer the question. He danced around it.
Captain Magus.
Captain Magus, I understand how you feel. Even though it might sound a little cruel, I think you made the right call holding yourself back.
You made a fair point. I have my squad members and the proxy counting on me. Acting recklessly wasn't an option. But I and Isolde wouldn't just stand around while he makes things spiral out of control. There must be a reason why she has revealed all this now.
Where could Colonel Isolde be?
Accusations without evidence are just baseless slander against your superiors. We'll settle this later. After this operation, no one will be able to stop the defense force from staying here.
You're right, sir.
Uh-oh.
No one can stop you from staying now.
Isolde. Why don't you come with me, Colonel? We can't leave our big hero behind.
Hero? All the soldiers who never made it out? The ones you abandoned? Weren't they also your stepping stones? Your heroes? Magus, promise you couldn't bring yourself to keep. I kept it for you.
Well, Lorenz never denied it. I had my doubts about Colonel Isolda's behavior all along, but still, I didn't expect her to go this far. Yeah, it was like, Lorenz is like, he never answered the question, but he didn't really deny the accusation either. At least, not really. He kind of just danced around it. And he still acted like he was getting away with something. And of course, Isolde shows up and shoots him right into the head. Oy. She's gone full Grim Vulture on everyone. There we go. He got shot now. All you have to say is he didn't confess. Yeah, that's the problem. Not only we're the only ones who know, but how do we prove that in a court of military law? Especially with how many of them are probably corrupt themselves. Just look at Topps, for instance. Then again, even Topps seems to have some kind of safeguard. What with the little bunny girl running around who might be less cute than she lets on. And if Damien is freaked out, then, well, then something's definitely on the up and up. Exaltus Miyabi 2.4 joke. Has he been hiding a fierce need for... Wait a minute. Did they just switch genders by accident? Did someone miss... I'm assuming it's a he. I'm assuming it's supposed to be she. Has she been hiding a fierce need for revenge beneath her calm and composed exterior? The translator completely fucked up the sex. It's a she, dumbass. Yeah, they still have they still have a translator and editor problem who isn't double checking shit before it releases. Magus seems to have taken quite a blow, but thankfully Orphe has been with her the whole time. Best not to interrupt Magus and Orphe right now. I should go check on the others instead. So, Lorenz is dead. Okay. Yep, speaking of which, there's the little, what was her name? Zao? They literally took Alice and Yuzuha, fused them together, and made her into a short round. Lucro, the executive officer of Porcelumex, has been confirmed dead after the sacrifice attack. Maybe it wasn't an accident. Intentional or not, I'm in Waifei on Peninsula on behalf of Krampus to conduct a full investigation into both Porcelumex's operation and Lucro's misconduct. There was a tip-off about Lucro and Lorenz being tied to bribery, and wouldn't you know it, they both end up dead. Unexpectedly, fate dealt the punishment in Krampus's place, though whether it was too harsh is still up for debate. But right now, the bigger concern is that Porcelumex needs a new leader, one who won't let the round table down. Some call Krampus's actions a reckoning, and I couldn't help but feel the defector acted for the very same reason. Yixuan. All sacrifices in the city have been eliminated. I've done a sweep and found no other contaminated obscura. I sensed something was wrong in the hollow, then heard gunfire from Silum Bay again, so I rushed over here with your senior disciples. That officer just now killed their own superior? That's mutiny, isn't it? That military officer lady, she seemed like a straight arrow. Oh, she did, all right. Had me fooled. I thought she was genuine. Ugh, why do all the pretty ones have to end up being, you know, twisted? Present company excluded, of course. Can't judge someone's character just by their appearance. And Fufu, when you mentioned killing your superior with your own hands, weren't you sneaking a glance at Shifu? I did not. Shifu's as righteous as they come. Something's off with the Lemian Hollow. I'm heading in myself to check it out. I'd imagine that Obel squad captain is already gearing up to charge into the Hollow after her superior. Colonel Isolde. Who would have thought that beneath her calm exterior burns a fiercer flame than Captain Magus? For the captain to see the mentor she trusted most act like that, she must be taking it really hard. I believe in the captain. She's got a heart of steel and a body to match. I trust in her resolve. Yeah, Captain Magus will pull through. For now, let's just wait for the captain's orders before making our next move. Talk to Magus. Get the cute and tiny pet store owner doggy Karin. Twiggy, best character alone, and then have yourself. Sorry, and gothic and it's broken enough to be put back together. Magus and Orphe stand by the shore, the wind from the ocean drowning out the pulse at the heart of her machine frame. Captain, Orphe. Before he could say a word of comfort to Magus, Fairy's alarm rings out once again.
Warning. Ether activity across Lemian Hollow is approaching record high levels.
Uh-oh.
Warning. Abnormally high ether activity detected. There is an unusual surge of miasma.
Probably that device that we couldn't destroy. Someone turned it back on again. Or something else.
Great. Why now of all times?
I assume the Exaltists are on the move again. Maybe the final sacrifice is about to begin.
But we're literally on chapter 3.
Magus, about Colonel Isolde,
I never imagined that Isolde could have been planning something like this all along. It's really not like her at all. And maybe I haven't known the real her for some time now.
Right now, the situation's critical.
Sorry, Magus. I know your feelings must be pretty complicated, but the situation in the Hollow...
All right, no need to comfort me right now. Besides, I can see how worried you are. I am a seasoned soldier, after all. Don't underestimate me. The Exaltists, the Obscura, the sacrifices, all these factors coincidentally paved the way for Isolde's revenge. And now that Isolde has fled into the Hollow itself has started to undergo some unusual changes. If Isolde has broken the soldier's code, I won't let her off the hook.
Now, why the heck would Isolde just go off and join up with the Exaltists when the Exaltists were likely the ones that unleashed Hollow Zero to begin with? So it's just, yeah, the woman's gone batshit insane. It's like that's like the worst case of what do you call it? The whole person joining up with the abuser syndrome. I can't remember. My brain's fried.
Whether it's to stop the crisis in the Hollow, or to get answers from Colonel Isolde, we have to strike again!
Stockholm Syndrome, that's it.
I'll keep supporting your operation. Phaethon won't let any threats to New Eridu go unchallenged.
We got your back.
Now that things have come this far, it wouldn't be right for Yunque's summit to sit idly by. Some terrifying energy is surging within the Hollow. I doubt you can handle this threat alone. I'll join you in this fight.
Yay.
11 years ago, a Yunque Summit High Preceptor stood before me and pulled me out of a crisis I couldn't handle on my own. This time, I'll fight by your side, High Preceptor Yixuan.
I believe the High Preceptor from 11 years ago would be proud to see this.
Yes, she would.
The city's defense will be in the hands of the military and the other disciples. I'll be joining Shifu to support your mission.
Oboe Squad, gear up and get ready!
Lemnian Hollow is active. There's a high risk of secondary disasters or even a direct eruption. Colonel Isolde disappeared into the Hollow as well. Regardless of why she did what she did, we have every reason to bring her back. Oboe Squad, gear up and get ready. Let's go!
The miasma inside the hollow is gathering around that tower.
Oh, that doesn't look creepy at all, doesn't it?
If we let it continue gathering like that, the consequences could be pretty serious.
Warning. Ether activity in Lemnian Hollow has surpassed record levels.
Then let's find out what's going on in there. And no matter what happens, we must stop it.
Warning. Ether activity in Lemnian Hollow is still rising at an increasing rate.
Why does that building look like an Inquisitor fortress from Star Wars? Kind of. Although I don't count anything Disney related as legitimate. Except for Jarek and his Inquisitors, they're fine.
If we don't manage to put a stop to this, will something terrible happen?
Warning. At the current rate of expansion, Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 7 hours.
Boom. Like a crushed nutshell. Like a popped balloon.
Thanks for the input, Seed.
I won't let that happen.
Yunque Summit will not back down.
But to be fair, yeah, it does look like a Star Wars-y kind of looking building with the techno-gothic look and the red lights on it.
It's like a scene straight from the underworld. Where did Isolde go after taking this path? And why?
By the way, why is Ye here? He hasn't been playable.
It's like a scene straight from the underworld. Where did Isolde go after taking this path? And why?
Let's move forward. Whether it's to find Isolde, to stop the Exaltist, or to prevent the worst from happening.
Oboe Squad, gear up and prepare to move out!
Did she just say Zenless? Yes. Yes, she did. There is, in fact, a reason for the name. It's in-universe terminology. And I'm guessing the zero had to do with Hollow Zero. And I'm guessing Zenless is like, you know, a size limit for the Hollows. Okay, can I get the parries down? I haven't been able to for whatever reason. Probably because I'm still not used to the characters. And why do I get the feeling this is a new area that we'll be able to explore in Lemnian Hollow? No.
These devices are converging the miasma in a single location.
There goes the wench.
Miasma of this magnitude gathers in one place. The consequences would be catastrophic.
Try to destroy those devices.
Miasma here is way too thick. Even I'll have my work cut out for me to trying to disperse it. This isn't the only device in the Hollow. Just deactivating the one here likely won't be enough. By now, we need to focus on the places where the miasma is gathering and eliminate whatever threat is lurking there.
These devices are linked by the miasma, making them difficult to destroy. To prevent the miasma from gathering further, we'll likely need to go to the point where it's converging.
Pick up the pace and stop Sarah from activating more of the miasma devices.
Unusual silence in the air. Oh.
Well, of course, it's going to go over here. It was really not that obvious, not that subtle. Wait. No, this doesn't. I think this is new.
There's a trace of miasma behind all that junk near the elevator. Power up the elevator and assess the situation.
The marks on the back of the elevator should be a combination code.
Yeah, there's like numbers written in blood right there.
These marks on the wall. Let's investigate them using the perception technique.
32. No, 3752.
It took some effort to find the code. We're running out of time.
I've already pinpointed Sarah and Mevrock's trail. But something about Mevrock's presence feels oddly familiar.
Uh-oh.
Whatever scheme they're planning, we have no other option but to press on.
Oh.
Can you lock onto Exalted's presence?
Her presence is up ahead as well.
Up ahead? Why would Colonel Isolde retreat toward the Exaltists?
That's just twisted, man. Exaltus killed her comrade by unleashing Hollow Zero. Isolde's higher-ups sold her unit completely out, and now she's gone and joined them just to go and burn the whole thing down like in a giant tantrum. Talk about Stockholm Syndrome, am I right? Spotted an ID card. We need to go get to the gates inside that energy shield. We need to find a way to shut down the shield and get the ID card. Oh, can't do it yet. Oh, now what? Hold on, I gotta go help my folks unload groceries. Be back in a moment. Okay. I'm back again. Had to go help, you know. No way I just said Stockholm Syndrome. Give him a break. I mean, if you're joining up with the bad guys who literally sicked the monsters on your city and countrymen and killed all of them, and then joined up with them because of another asshole, I don't know. It just seems like kind of counterproductive is all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Do this again. I mean, no excuses for General Shepard. No excuses for this either, as far as I'm concerned. Use the device to deactivate the shield. Yes. Tragic villain? Yes. Sympathetic? Yes. Does that mean I'm not gonna call her out on her bullshit? No. Hello.
I've spotted a miasma device up ahead. Sarah and Mevarok are close by.
So I've noticed Sarah escape from the platform above, scare up and continue the attack. Don't clip it, everyone. We're joking. Yeah. I know. Uh-oh. I saw something moving up there.
It's a beam from a miasma device.
Look out! Shit!
It's not over yet! Am I keeping up, Captain?
Boom.
Another miasma device has been activated.
Let's get going. Leave it to me. Let's get still. Scatter.
Okay, so not turning off this one, heading down to the other one. Bigger Jiguzawatt 2-1 says, gotta head out. Bye.
It's time
no
to
problem. Glad you could enjoy the stream. It's all good.
Activating the device.
It'll be uploaded
This time, don't let them
eventually. Get him. What are you doing here and what are you trying to achieve? Well, we know what they're trying to achieve. They're trying to sink the world into H.P. Lovecraft crystal shit so they can go meet their false god.
What kind of teachings has this creator of yours given you? Destruction, disaster, chaos? Is this really what your creator wants?
They're like the unitologists. They must be exterminated like vermin and have their graves salted on. Pissed on, even.
Not everyone is blessed with a name as bright as yours, Faithin. In this dark world, is the sun you chase truly the only source of light? You don't understand the price we're willing to pay, the sacrifices we're ready to make to meet our Lord of Hope.
Yeah, bitch has gotta die.
What kind of hope can something that robs others of their happiness ever provide?
Wait, hold up. I can fix them. Give me a few business days. No, you can't. I get the joke, but seriously, you can't.
Foxy, Orphe, don't waste your time with her.
Can we kill her now?
If sacrifices must be made, then sacrifice yourself.
Well, you know what? She's right. I mean, why drag the rest of us when you could just go and off yourself, Sarah? Although, wait, that would be the respectable thing to do. You can't do it with it because oh wait, right? Because doing it yourself would be the actual honorable thing. But no, you got to go and drag the rest of us down like a coward.
The Overseer has already reached the gate of the final domain. Just one step away. Don't you understand yet? All your struggles are in vain.
Okay, Harbinger, whatever you say. It's like frickin' Harbinger from Mass Effect, only a lot more pathetic. Or Dasan from Jedi Knights, Jedi Outcast. Then again, even Dasan actually got his hands dirty a bit. Sarah, a high-ranking Exalta, swiftly distances herself and heads towards an unremarkable figure nearby. Oh, come on!
She's trying to run away again.
By the way, why is Ye here and not Fufu and the Panda Bear? I guess they stayed behind to guard Phylum, just in case, I suppose.
Leave her to me. Everyone else can keep moving forward.
We've never seen you fight, Ye. How do I know this isn't something suspicious? I'm already... And you're suspiciously involved more than usual, so I have a feeling. Can't really explain it. It must be it's the glasses, isn't it? I'm reminded of something, but I'm not going to say what it is until I've seen it, or hint of it.
Are you sure you can handle her on your own? She is very cunning.
Set up for 2.3 Yay, maybe? Probably.
Are you sure you can handle her on your own? She is very cunning.
I mean, he was one of the first characters introduced, as was Minato, but unlike Minato, we haven't seen Ye really do anything combat-wise. And Minato, for whatever reason, has been nonsensically held off for 2 seasons past his, when he should have been dropped.
Shiryen is a highly skilled mystic. Leave it to him.
Very well. Let's keep moving straight to the heart of the miasma, and right to Isolde.
Team splits into 2 groups. Ye Shi-Yuan leaves to pursue Sarah alone, while the rest continues advancing toward the heart of this underworld. Where's Kratos and Dante, the other Dante, when you need him?
They're just illusions formed by the miasma. Pull yourself together, soldier.
So they're not real, they're just... So, wait. So they're not the literal living dead, they're basically reconstituted memory fragments made to look like the living dead, kind of like, which is basically what happened with Yishuen's sister, whose name I sadly cannot remember, where basically they gazed into Yishuen's memory. So basically magically downloaded it, pseudo-magically downloaded it, and made that abomination in chapter 2. So they basically did that, but went on a mass-produced scale with all the regular soldiers that perished. Ah, okay, that makes sense.
You sure took your sweet time, my dear unwelcome guests.
Surrender now! Mavarok!
If you keep resisting, I'll blast you to ashes!
Are you going to shoot me, Magus?
Wow. Fudge.
Then why didn't you pull the trigger before?
Jeez, Mavarok. Ah, jeez. He sold. What a disappointment. Such a disappointment. You turned out to be.
Colonel Isolde?
The Defense Force, Porcelumix, the Exaltists. So you were the one tying all these pieces together.
Isolde, why are you wearing Mavarok's clothes?
Tell me, why didn't you pull the trigger when you were facing Lorenz?
Colonel Isolde of the Defense Force, or Mavarok, Exaltist Overseer. Which is the real you? The Defense Force moved under your command, and the Exaltist's followers struck back at your signal. You were the one orchestrating both sides all along. That must be why there was a blind spot in your intel. It was all just part of your own game. You plotted this whole charade to divert the Defense Force's troops, which means your real objective is...
You're a sharp one, Phaethon. You've caused us plenty of trouble, but some fates are unavoidable. As for my true purpose, my followers haven't lied to you. It's all for the final sacrifice.
So you were the one behind all the tragedies in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Is that right, Isolde?
And tragedies? I only ever sought to avenge our comrades. I painstakingly wove together the justice you so desperately desired. But yes, it did end in tragedy. What pains me the most is your betrayal, Magus. You had our mortal enemy in your sights, and you were too weak to do anything.
Over the years, Captain Magus has been conducting investigations within the military, and has constantly encountered strong opposition from within.
Magus! Why didn't you pull the trigger when you were facing Lorenz?
I am a soldier of Obsidian Division. I cannot shoot anyone who isn't an enemy combatant. I am a citizen of New Eridu. I have no right to take the law into my own hands against anyone.
That's the Shadow's job.
And I am the captain of Obel. I cannot let my own hatred put everyone behind me at risk.
I'm sorry. I forgot you'd forged new bonds. Then let me mourn alone. For the souls no one else remembers. The sacrifice is about to begin. You are welcome to witness it.
Stop her!
Surge of violent miasma flares up around Isolde, forcing Yixuan, who was casting techniques, and Obel Squad to retreat.
Colonel Isolde. Why?
11 years is plenty of time for many things to change.
Who once walked side by side. How long has it been since I worked alongside Isolde? How long has it been since we walked side by side?
Come to think of it, I might not be older than you, Captain Magus, so perhaps I shouldn't be lecturing. But I have also gone through many partings, moments of loyalty and betrayal. And regardless of the reason, turning and betraying who you once were is always a regrettable thing.
The Wild Arctic elevator.
The gathering point of the miasma lies just ahead of us.
Is Colonel Isolde there too?
This This is the first time I've ever realized how hard it can be to confront someone.
Does the tactical handbook happen to include countermeasures for situations like this?
It would sure be nice if it did.
Magus, Isolde has most likely committed some unforgivable crimes.
I understand. Don't worry. I'm a seasoned soldier. If she has truly betrayed who she once was, I won't let her get away with it.
That looks ominous.
Colonel Isolde, you have committed a serious crime.
Isolde, get back here before you force my hand, and trust me, this hand is long, and yet it's on thin grips of trust now. Yeah, I don't blame you, no one. I don't blame you.
Please cooperate with our operation and return to New Eridu with us to face judgment.
So foolish. Just like she was back then.
Lorenz and Lucro are both dead. You've taken your revenge. Why won't you stop?
It's like a drug. Do it too many times, you can't stop.
This isn't the end. Those fallen soldiers will never come back.
Yes. So why are you still doing it, if you know they'll never come back?
How can the city possibly repay the debt it owes them? To be honest, I'm not sure what kind of world the Creator will bring.
Lady, the people you sided with literally summoned the giant Ultraman kaiju monsters who kill your comrades and the people you swore to protect, and now you've sided with them to cause more of it to happen. What is wrong with you?
But at least it'll be different than the disappointing one we're in now. You're right. I've taken my vengeance. Whatever kept me here, it's all behind me now.
So
it's time to knock on the door to the final domain.
So basically, she stared into the abyss, and she blinked, and she completely gave up. So, fuck it, destroy the world anyway. She can't do it herself, so she's taking the rest of us down with her. It looks ominous. Run straight towards it. Yeah, pretty much. Every video game in a nutshell.
Are you a soldier protecting the city? Or an overseer wreaking havoc? Isolde. Or should I say, Mevarok.
It's just a name, young proxy. Just like you wear the name Phaethon. To the world, Carol Arna is the name of a sinner. But there are still those like you who believe in her innocence. If I don the name of a sinner for those whose names have been forgotten, does that make my justice any less true?
Even if it was for the sake of revenge, why did you choose such a twisted path?
How would you carry out revenge then? With kindness, justice, or love? These tainted hands are all I have to depend on!
Turn back, Isolde. They're gone. And I don't want to lose you too.
I've already come this far. So let's skip the empty reassurances and heart-wrenching farewells. Let's settle this with guns and blades, just like real soldiers would!
Oh boy. Okay, we got beamed to a H.
Don't be so naive. Revenge is a path of no return. Onwards to battle!
Careful!
Hold the formation! Keep the proxy safe!
We've already chosen different paths. So, there's no point in looking back now!
These ether fluctuations.
Holy Lovecraft.
You're not the same flame you once were. You don't deserve the name I gave her. Maggot!
Wait a minute.
Creator of all things, grant me your grace!
Why are you still fighting back for protection?
The miasma is gathering around her. Lock on!
Swift yet still, clear yet murky.
Well then, be washed away by the great rain! This hatred is boundless!
Definitely not my type. Going a little harder, Boulder.
It's like a friggin' Monster Hunter fight.
Resistance is futile!
The miasmic shield's broken!
The enemy's weakened. Now's our chance!
Sorry, I might have to get a little rough with you.
Soldiers, return to the mortal realm! Fight for me, Obsidian Division!
Swift yet still.
Tactical strategy. Towards them.
Affirmative! Give him a full salvo, Senior!
Behold the feet, Ministry!
Why must you stand against me? Stop getting in my way! The flames of vengeance have been burning inside you and me.
But these flames
Shouldn't be what ends up consuming you!
The miasma's clearing.
Isolde. Ishwa and Shifa, you can leave the rest to me.
I think you mean us.
Right. Us.
That was a very good boss fight, I will say. Sheesh. We've come so far, I never thought it would come to this. Maybe it's my fault as the proxy for not guiding the story to a proper ending. You haven't failed us, Proxy. I believe you led us to the right choice, just as promised. Don't you agree, Captain Magus? It might not be a proper ending, but I still believe this is the right choice. Had Isolde found a proxy to lead the way, could she have made it to the right place, too? That's not what a proxy's for. Whoever grips the guiding rope already knows exactly where they're headed. That was a tough fight, but he only managed to defeat so easily because of Yishua and Shifu's help. Rather than defeating her, you prefer to save her, though, right? But just like she said, she's gone too far down the wrong path to turn back now. The irreversible regrets have a way of sticking with you to the very end. Yeah, like Kratos. I've always had a question I wanted to ask you, High Preceptor Yishun, but I never found the right moment. Go ahead, just don't let your doubts affect your battle with her. My memories may have grown blurry with time and with my hardware's age, but 11 years back, that Yunquei Summit mystic who stepped in front of Isolde and me to save us. Her white hair and silhouette looked just like yours, yet somehow different. If I remember correctly, she was also the High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit back then. That's my sister, Yi Jiang, 12th High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit. Yi Jiang, yep, with the ponytail. 11 years ago, she took a team of cultivators to Hollow Zero, and died fighting to protect the city. She saved so many people. If you were among them, then that's a blessing in itself. Your sister. To be honest, I've always felt some resentment toward High Preceptor Yi Jiang. I blamed her for not saving my comrades, for leaving me to survive in this broken body. So much so that I've taken it out on you at times. I was being selfish. High Preceptor Yi Jiang gave everything, including her life, just like my comrades did, so that I and many others could have another chance to choose. Don't be too hard on yourself. You endured unimaginable pain and paid an enormous price. No one could demand that you remain composed and rational. And you made the most of the choice my sister gave you. You made the right choice. Now go make the final choice and bring the story to its close. Well, it's not going to close completely. It's just another chapter being closed more than anything. Captain Magus doesn't look as happy or as angry as she usually does after a victory. See, there are more sides to Captain Magus than just being happy or mad. Sometimes I think Orphe and Captain Magus' relationship might be just like me and Seed Sr., but it's not quite the same. Seed Sr. never laughed smugly or get as angry as Captain Magus, and I never had to comfort Seed Sr. like you do with Captain Magus, Orphe. So I'm a troublesome superior who laughs smugly all the time and needs comfort from my juniors, huh? But sometimes I wish Seed Senior would need me the way Captain Magus needs Orphe. What's the deal between Commander Isolde and Captain Magus? Connections between people are so much more complicated than the ones between metal and electric current. I am definitely looking forward to doing Seed's backstory. Jeez, what a mess.
Captain Magus, you must be going through a lot right now, huh?
I've told you before, installing those unnecessary emotion chips isn't worth the trouble.
How can having a heart ever be unnecessary? Our hearts have been beating together since the day we were born, Captain Magus. I share the rhythm of your heartbeat as well.
That's a pretty cheesy line, Orphe. But I understand how you feel.
Okay, is she gonna explain the whole everything? The Orpheus thing? Ugh. The phantoms have remained in physical form. I wonder if...
Isolde is just up ahead.
Thanks for being with me through all of this, Orphe. It's time to teach this arrogant fool a lesson. Tactical strategy. Fateful duel.
I wonder how many of them actually were the resurrected bodies of those soldiers.
Back in the day, you never managed to beat me during training. I hope you, both of you, have grown since then.
I might still be stuck where I want. Orphe?
I'll do my best.
Wide open! Show me your conviction with that blade of yours, Magus! You've certainly improved.
This is new. They never did this before.
One still stuck in the past. Might be me.
Aren't you the one who pulled me out of my stubbornness? Aren't you the one who saved me from despair? Well, it's my turn to wake you up! Tactical strategy! Torture!
Careful, Captain!
Enough, Colonel.
Revenge. Or closure. No matter what. There's no going back.
You're right. There's no going back.
That's why we have no choice but to keep moving forward!
I won't allow it. I don't want to lose anyone who stands behind me again.
Including you, Colonel.
People behind you. But you've lost so many. What difference would one more make? Being soft only leads to pain.
What? The f...
It's already too late for me to turn back now.
Colonel!
The freaking Denny gun. So she bluffed.
It's too late to turn back now. And I've always hated dealing with court-martials.
Isolde, why didn't you ever tell me everything that happened?
Because you're Orpheus. My Orpheus. You had already lost so much.
Okay, so now we're getting the explanation.
Your comrades, your body, and the life you were meant to live.
Isolde.
After everything you'd lost, I didn't want you to carry any more burdens.
But if I had known sooner, maybe you wouldn't have... Everything I've lost, you've lost too.
There's no turning back, Orpheus. My hands are stained with blood and guilt.
I know. I'll pay your debts for you.
Me too.
Orphe?
I'll stick with Captain Magus, and we'll make up for your mistakes together. I'll stay by Captain Magus's side. I won't let her lose her way like you did, driven by anger, loneliness, and despair.
I know you're in pain, just like me. But you're also very lucky. Orphe is a good kid. Don't let her down. Don't disappoint your younger self, Orpheus.
So Orpheus is the real name of the soldier that was heavily wounded in the Hollow Zero disaster, whose perspective we saw in the dream sequence. And Orphe is it's like I said with the Django and Boba Fett comparison. Orphe's a literal clone of the original, and Magus is basically the digitized brain remains uploaded into a tail gun. So it's a little bit of Warhammer 40,000 mixed with the Dreadnoughts, mixed with that Star Wars Jango Fett clone, Boba Fett cloning thing.
I won't, Isolde.
I believe you. I'm the only disappointment here.
No shit. Disappointment is an understatement. Yeah, she couldn't let it go. Sank so far into the abyss that she blinked. And, well, she couldn't stop herself. She just dug the hole deeper and deeper and deeper, like Grim Vulture.
It's been so long, Orpheus.
I'm guessing Orpheus was her code name, kind of like how Charon was Trigger's original code name. And Acheron and all the other people Trigger worked with.
I've missed you so much. Please, forgive me.
I don't think it's Magus you should be asking for forgiveness for, Isolde. Isolde, corrupted by the miasma to the point of near complete crystallization, shatters in the air in the hollow. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. Isolde's not gonna be a playable character. Unless they pull it out of her ass somehow, but, yeah, I don't see it happening. Okay, there was a soundbite there that just went away. Well, I guess there is her, well, I guess those are her remains. If you could even call them remains. She's a good kid. Yes, she is. Less similarities. They all have souls and emotions. Magus was probably a more serious version of what Orphe is. Probably not a goofball. So basically like a split personality given form. Like those Siamese twins stories you see in horror movies. Isolde has committed an unforgivable sin, but I think when she left she felt some relief, but also some remorse. Yeah, she sunk herself into so deep that she couldn't make it stop, and so someone else had to make her stop. And of course, being in deep shame over it. As for her crimes, even if they can't be fully repaid, I'll do my best to atone for them. I won't let Captain Magus carry this burden alone.
Master, an abnormal ether fluctuation has been detected nearby.
Uh-oh.
An abnormal fluctuation?
It's just a fluctuation in the miasma. I don't sense any hostility.
Master, an abnormal ether fluctuation has been detected nearby.
An abnormal fluctuation?
It's just a fluctuation in the miasma. I don't sense any hostility.
Why do I feel like it's resonating with me?
Watch out, Proxy!
Is that... Teacher?
Arna.
Teacher? Is this just a hallucination caused by miasma?
Belle, Wise. Wise. You two now walk this path alone. You are the bravest, most gifted children that Helios Academy has ever seen.
Was that from when we were separated from Teacher?
You and your sister must carry on the flames of Helios together.
Teacher.
Just what kind of being is your creator, exactly?
The creator? Just who is she talking to?
She figured it out.
The gate to the final domain. It's in Hollow Zero, isn't it? What secrets lie beyond that door that could be worthy of such feverish praise and supplication?
The Exaltists and Teacher?
It sounds to me like Arna had figured out the existence of the Exaltists and tried to stop their little scheme from happening. Whether or not she failed or won, I don't know. Clearly, they didn't go far enough. Otherwise, everything would have been completely destroyed. So clearly, whatever she did, ground them to a halt, and now they're doing it again.
Fine. I'll pave the way for you to meet your revered creator.
No. There's no way Teacher is an accomplice to those people.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
At the end of that path also lies something that I'm seeking.
Something that Teacher is seeking? What in the world could that be? Even if one has to pay such a hefty price.
Even if I have to pay such a hefty price.
Even if one has to bear such guilt.
Even if I have to bear this guilt.
Even if it means leaving us behind. Is this really what she wants?
This path may not lead to a happy outcome. I don't know if Eridu will fall into the abyss or find salvation from the brink. But I believe in my dear children. They are the brilliant Phaethon.
The miasmic illusion in the air shatters and fades. However, miasma, the Exaltus, and where exactly Teacher is, these suspicions still remain unknown, lingering in the hollow. So she went looking for the answers herself, but she clearly, or at least assumedly, had no intention of helping the Exaltus and destroying the world to meet their god. No, she's after something else. Maybe a way to knowledge on what the Hollows are, how they were created, why they showed up, and a way to get rid of them, probably. On the path which Miasma retreats, you evacuate the Hollow alongside Opal Squad. Sheesh. A week passes and you finish clearing out the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. The evacuated citizens begin returning one after another. I feel like this chapter was both very short but also emotionally heavy. I actually think it's way shorter than the previous one with Yuzuha and Alice. I really do. But I'm not dissatisfied. So they're gearing up for the other third of the story. Barry and I used the data recorded by EOS and tried to model the conditions back then, but we still couldn't recreate the hollow environment where Teacher's illusion appeared. But based on the ether fluctuations at the time, we're fairly certain that something inherent in you, Wise, that stirred reaction from the miasma. Yeah, I've been comparing the hollows and the monsters and the cultists to basically something out of an H.P. Lovecraft story, and that opinion has not changed, frankly, because it's like, unknowable, almost alien godlike power rooted in like techno magic science or such. When will we get a cool chapter ending like Miyabi 1.4? Bring your kill, showing all agents in the scrolling credits. These chapters are meh. Well, here's the problem with that comparison. The Miyabi one was set literally at the end of Season 1. So there was built up to that Avengers gathering because we were get to that point. We were past the halfway point. So I think it's a bit unfair to say, oh, all of this is meh, when we're not even at the point in the season where it would probably be justifiable. Although I will say the fact that nobody from Section 6 has shown up is kind of annoying. It's a problem I notice in a lot of Marvel movies where something will happen on one side of the planet, but nobody else seems to know about it, despite the fact that they technologically should know about it. So, yeah, no. I thought the chapter was fine, shorter than I thought. I personally think they could have maybe held off on killing Isolde. I think maybe her arc went maybe a little too fast, but I still liked it. But no, I disagree on the whole. When will they get to it? It's meh. It's like, no. You don't get to that point right away if it hasn't been built up to it yet. With Season 1, we basically reached the ending point of Season 1 with Bringer and all that. And then, of course, you had all the epilogue stuff, which led directly into the beginnings of Season 2. And since this is Chapter 3, we're not even close to the act to when that sort of shit would happen yet. I'd give it 0.4, 0.5. Otherwise, you're just blowing your load and then, okay, story over. What's the point now? Section 6 is probably worried about the Vision Corporation rebels. Yeah, that is true. The rebels were a concern. No, if a credit roll happens, that's basically the end. everything else after that with Hugo, that's epilogue. That's interim stuff as far as I'm concerned. But whatever. What the illusion said. We still don't know how the illusion was created, and just because it sounded like our teacher doesn't mean those were really her words. But when she said goodbye to us, yeah, the illusion did seem to recreate her saying goodbye to us, right down to the look and the voice. Still, if our teacher did choose to work with the Exaltus, she must have had her reasons. Clearly not destroy the world reasons. Lufu's voice echoes from the courtyard, interrupting the conversation between the siblings. Big trouble. There's a bunch of tough-looking soldiers at the gates asking for you. It's Defense Force. I'll go deal with them. I'm terrible at dealing with aggressive people. I'll leave this one to you, Junior. Sheesh, just throw me to the dogs, why don't you, Fufu? Oh, it's Obel. Nothing to worry about. The noisy visitors outside turn out to be Obel Squad. Duh.
Proxy!
She sounds happy.
Proxy, it's been a while.
It's only been a week.
Captain Magus, Orphe, it's been a while. How have you been?
Then again, I'm an introvert, so time kind of goes by fast for me.
Absolutely terrible. Our desk is buried under a mountain of paperwork.
Paperwork. The bane of all of humanity.
The worst part is, after finishing my own stack of papers, I still have Magus's pile to deal with, too.
We share the same desk, don't we? Why bother separating our paperwork?
The good news is, I don't have to share a desk with these two.
I think we found the Asaba of the group.
And there's more good news. They gave us an extended vacation. Partly out of compassion, and partly just to smooth things over.
This incident involved senior Defense Force officers and top executives from TOPS. An incredibly tangled web of interests. But it's all been settled at last.
The truth behind the fall of the old capital and the defeat of Agamemnon's squad, where Magus and Colonel Isolde once served, has finally been uncovered.
Chat's distracted me. Let me reread this.
And there's more good news. They gave us an extended vacation. Partly out of compassion, and partly just to smooth things over.
This incident involved senior Defense Force officers and top executives from TOPS. An incredibly tangled web of interests. But it's all been settled at last.
The truth behind the fall of the old capital and the defeat of Agamemnon's squad, where Magus and Colonel Isolde once served, has finally been uncovered.
Well, don't hang us in suspense here.
Evidence of collusion between former Defense Force Major General Lorenz and former Porcelumix Executive Officer Lucro has been confirmed. Both have lost their titles, and they will be publicly condemned.
So Ferox was dealing with the Exaltus. Lucro was doing dirty deals with the corrupt Defense Force leadership. Yeah, nobody was the good guy in this situation. Well, except for us, of course. And Isolde definitely made it worse. Although, some good did come out of it.
So the truth about what happened all those years ago is finally coming to light. Maybe those soldiers who never should have been sacrificed can finally rest in peace now.
But since both men died during the Waifei Peninsula attacks, a public trial has been put on hold for now. Neither the military nor TOPS wants to damage their public image.
Well, of course.
At least they got what they deserved.
Defense Force Headquarters also disciplined and demoted several high-ranking officers who were entangled with the factions and engaged in misconduct for years, reportedly due to pressure from Mayor Mayflower.
Good. So he's still on our side.
What about the citizens who were harmed by Porcelumex and the Exaltus experiments? Will they be okay?
The victims of the sacrifice and miasma experiments have all been sent to recovery centers, and the illegal assets resulting from the cooperation between Porcelumex and the Exaltists have been seized by public security.
I imagine Damien was also a big help in this, because he was like, yeah, I can't do this shit no more. Porcelumix is too dirty. I'm leaving. I'm taking what I've gotten and leaving and telling Krampus everything.
All of this was possible thanks to the intelligence and evidence we gathered during our operation, as well as what Colonel Isolde collected before her death.
Kyoto24 says, hello, oh man, I missed all the good parts. Don't worry, you'll get your chance to rewatch all of it soon enough. Got distracted by chat, hold on.
All of this was possible thanks to the intelligence and evidence we gathered during our operation, as well as what Colonel Isolde collected before her death.
Okay, so she still collected stuff.
Isolde's involvement over the years was complicated, but there's no doubt that she made many mistakes, especially as the head of the criminal Exaltists group.
I don't think she's the head. After all, Sarah's still crawling around like the disease-ridden insect that she is.
A lot of what the Colonel did was driven by the hatred that blinded her. I imagine you must have mixed feelings towards her, Magus.
Of course. That arrogant fool, fueled by anger and loneliness, made so many grievous mistakes.
Captain Magus often keeps her anger to herself and acts on impulse.
What?
Promise me, Captain Magus, in front of the proxy, that you won't make such grievous mistakes like she did.
With the proxy as my witness, I give you my word.
Whoever lies has to wear a pink weapons holster.
Oval Squad will be punished, right? About you disobeying orders.
Oval Squad did disobey orders. You won't end up facing a court-martial, will you?
There's no reason to punish someone for doing a good deed.
True, but bureaucrats want to be bureaucrats. They're professional assholes, and nobody likes them for that reason.
Although the Oval Squad disobeyed orders, we earned commendations for wiping out the Exaltists and protecting the citizens. Each member received a Medal of Honor.
Nice.
Surviving in the grown-up world isn't easy at all.
Tell me about it.
It may not be what we hoped for, but at least there was a positive outcome.
Regarding the Proxy's mentor, Miss Carol Arna, I'll do my best to help you investigate any potential leads within the military.
Yay, more Oval Squad time.
Whoever the proxy trusts, we trust too.
Things have been so hectic in Yfei Peninsula that I haven't had a moment to actually enjoy this town. Since we've been granted extended leave, I plan to relax and unwind in Phylum Heights with my squad for a while.
Vacation time!
We already had vacation time, but okay.
Until we meet again.
Catch you later, Proxy!
One more thing, Proxy. While Captain Magus and I were sorting through Commander Isolde's documents, we found this. Commander Isolde left it for you, Proxy. Orphe hands over a letter bearing the seal of the Obsidian Division. This is a private letter Isolde left for you. As much as I'd like to know, I'll stay out of it. Catch you later, Proxy. Uh-oh, what did she leave? The members of Obel Squad wave goodbye and leave Swabian Temple. All that remains is the envelope Isolde left behind in your hand. Open it. From Isolde to Wise. Mr. Wise, that day, when you and Orpheus were arguing over who was the villain and who was the hero, I found myself amused by your childish bickering and deeply ashamed at the same time. By the time you read this, I imagine everyone will have already realized the truth. I was the real villain in this story all along. There's no point in drowning myself in guilt or remorse now, I suppose. I'm writing because I have a few selfish requests. They're not just for my own sake, but for the sake of justice, so I hope you'll hear me out. What Lorenz and Lucro did was so long ago that even though I gathered as many old case files as I could as evidence, I still couldn't be sure it would be enough to convict them. I lost faith in the authorities of New Eridu long ago. To get closer to the truth, I began seeking outside forces I could rely on. By chance, I came into contact with the Exaltus, and from then on, I moved between the Defense Force, the Exaltus, and Porcelumix, playing each side in turn. Okay, so it was just a means to an end. She was never that serious about helping the Exaltus out. I mean, she definitely... Well, she didn't help by helping them out, but I guess because she had gone so deep down in the abyss, it was like, you know what, fuck it, might as well deal with it and wait for the inevitable consequences. So, alrighty then. Eventually, I learned the truth. Bribed by Lucro, Lorenz redeployed troops meant to protect the citizens in order to recover valuable porcelain stockpiles. In the end, those soldiers were left to die at the hands of monsters that crawled out from the miasma. During my investigation, I inherited the power of the Exaltus Overseer. This inheritance seemed to have nothing to do with faith or devotion. As for the creator's criteria for choosing a successor, my guess is that they simply pick whoever's most useful in achieving their goal. Once I accepted this power, I gained the authority to command the entire organization, but gradually lost the right to prevent the situation from spiraling further out of control. Yeah, like I said, she dug in so deep there was no way out, and she basically played everyone like a fiddle for the eventual comeuppance. Okay. Meanwhile, the miasma continued to seep into my body, gnawing away at my flesh and bones. My time is running out. In the end, I carefully orchestrated today's farce. Lucro and Lorenz returned to Wi-Fi once more, lured by the profits Porcelum could bring, and died at the hands of the monsters born from the miasma. Myself among them, and this time I've collected ample evidence to prove their corruption and their callous disregard for human life. You saw it all, and I have a selfish request. If the trial is ever obstructed, stand as a key witness as the mayor's representative and bring justice to the soldiers and to New Eridu. I know my actions have nothing to do with justice. I've hurt too many innocent people. I'm nothing but a miserable creature of wrath who should have died long ago. I think that it's supposed to be wrath, but they spelled it as wraith. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to be wraith. I'm pretty sure it's wrath. I've hurt too many innocent people. I'm nothing but a miserable creature of wrath who should have died long ago, kept alive only by the hatred that fueled my revenge. As for the truth behind the Exaltus and the Creator, as long as the power I received from them still resides in my left hand, I will... The rest of the letter has been torn away. Oh, come on, man. Ugh, so close to a full answer, and once again, plot convenience. Isolde wanted us to be witnesses to help convict Lucro and Lorenz. Fortunately, the trial reached a fairly just verdict. So, a posthumous verdict anyway. As for the truth about the Exaltus and the Creator and the whereabouts of our teacher, we seem to be far from solving these mysteries. Like I said, we're right in the middle of it. It's building up to it. Looks like Orphe and Magus are gradually moving past the Isolde incident. Everything turned out fair in the end. Sort of. My conversation with Belle is cut off. Better head back and talk with her and Fufu about what to do next. Okay, then. The ending? No. We're not even close to the ending. We're only like barely halfway there. Yeah, she played double agent. Or triple agent, or whatever the term. Hello, ladies. Still no clues about where your teacher went. Nope. Just one bad thing after another. And we still have no clue where Shi Yuan is. What? He disappeared? Oh, right. He went chasing after Sarah, and he still hasn't come back. Well, like I said, she is a disgusting insect that knows how to hide, but he hasn't come back. Well, fudge. He hasn't come back. Shifu's already searched every corner of the hollow. About the only thing left to do is drag out and give the Creator a good beating. Yes to that one, I agree. But we didn't find a single trace. Someone must have covered it up deliberately. Who knows where Sarah ran off to? If Senior Brother falls into the hands of the Exaltus remnants, it'll be dangerous. Don't worry about them. Junior Brother Shi Yuan is super capable. He and Junior Sister Xiao Guang are the two most talented disciples of our generation. And how come I haven't met Mrs. Xiao yet? Trust me, he's even more reliable than your big sis Fufu. He'll definitely come out of this safe and sound. No, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. If he hasn't come back, that spells alarm bells. I've seen too many anime and video game plots to know where this leads. You're right, Fufu. Either he's captured or something worse happened. You're right, Fufu. The most senior brother of Yunkuei Summit won't go down that easily. How do you know? We've never seen him fight. To my recollection, anyway, the night Isolde fell in a different corner of the hollow. Uh-oh, we're getting our answer.
The Overseer has fallen.
And she seems happy about that. Uh-oh.
Yet, you don't seem to feel any sympathy at all.
Sympathy? For an Overseer who wasn't even truly devoted? Overseer is just a title. A symbol of inherited power. Nothing more.
Your left hand. That power?
Yay? Are you going to be off with her head?
Yes, a gift from the Creator. The glory of wielding their authority has finally come to me.
Is the Creator actually real?
Isn't what you see right in front of you the best proof?
The power Isolde wields is far beyond that of ordinary people.
Yay.
I know you're no devout believer, but even someone as selfish as Isolde can wield the Creator's blessing. The Creator has never been stingy towards mortals who help fulfill their mission. They can make your wish come true.
Yay.
My wish?
Yay. Oh god, don't tell me he's gonna pull an Aizen or something. Well, I tried to ignore it, but the glasses and the Baishonen good looks and the hair just kind of scream that archetype. Well, other than Uryu, but Uryu, of course, was a good boy, so we don't dislike him, but yeah. So is Ye gonna get corrupted and turn to the dark side? I don't think he was a spy. I don't think he was hiding his real... I don't think he was doing anything behind our backs, like, say, Aizen in Bleach. And to me, it sounds like this was just happening. So they're building up to him turning into a turncoat, I guess? Well, whatever they're gonna do, we'll see soon enough. Give or take a month or two. And now Seed's story can be viewed without breaking the timeline like what happened to me so many times when I first started the game because I joined late. What's this? Yep, Oval Squad's been updated. Problem is, I need the characters, but it's nice to see that they finally updated all of them. For a long time, it was just Harin. And then Trigger, who basically was a prologue, felt like a prologue flashback episode. Like, oh yeah. This is how the start of everything happened. Doppelganger. Nineva, Miasma Priest, Geppetto, Twin Baronets, Avarice, Tempest. I don't see... I don't see what's her name? I don't see Isolde here. Okay, they're making it glow like something is supposed to happen. So why... I don't see anything with a glowing red triangle, so what the hell? There she is. Defiler. Oh my... Jesus Christ. Did turning into an HP Lovecraft priestess increase Isolde's hips and bust size? Jesus. I guess turning to the dark side has its perks. Saying something is new, but nothing is shown as new, so what the hell, game? Pick up your frickin' mind. I know, right? I goon all day and night. Yeah, and you're not the only one. Kyoto, I knew something was off with him the moment I realized he looked like Aizen from Bleach. Yeah, like, the face gave it away. I mean, I wouldn't exactly say miHoYo's been subtle about their influences. But I kind of want it to be like, okay, let's maybe not jump the gun too much and see what happens. Okay. The next phrase, well, Well, I already know what I want to do next, and that is Seed's agent story, followed by the new event quests that have dropped. That I am most certainly doing. Okay, why am I reminded of Nier Automata all of a sudden? Yeah, but I'm very much feeling like Nier Automata right now. With that wallpaper with the white flowers and the broken machinery in the background, plus the fact that she's a pretty girl makes it even more obvious. Okay, well... Okay, well... Hey, what's with the VR advice? Alright, I've already done a lot of character training. Except Ellen. I need to do hers. But I have to wait for Ellen to drop again, whenever that'll be. So, yeah. Okay, so that's the main story for Chapter 3 of Season 2. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was very, 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 very heavy. It did remind me very much like I say remind me. It was basically a retread of Trigger. Or rather, was Trigger's story the appetizer for the main course? That was this with Isolde. I will say I do have a couple of issues with it. Namely, I felt the chapter was a hair too short. I definitely think more could have been done. I personally think I do kind of wish Isolde was around a lot longer, as opposed to the 2 chapters that we had. On top of the fact that I felt like a lot of the combat sequences that occurred went by way too fast. Like kill 5 bad guys and you're done, basically. So it did feel like they crunched it down considerably, because I swear to God, episodes 1 and 2 of Season 1 felt way longer. Now, mind you, part of that was due to them overinflating it with a lot of side shit. Namely, the very annoying the lion managing the Swabian Temple shit. That was annoying. But overall, in terms of plot, I would say chapters 1 and 2 were definitely long, whereas this felt like a very, very, very packed together heavy episode. I will say what definitely saves it is the characters. I really do like Obel Squad. Soldier 11 didn't have much going on for her, probably because we already did. Trigger was also kind of there too, so I would have liked them to have had more interaction specifically. So I don't think it's a superb chapter, but I don't think it's meh either. I do think it kind of rides the tightrope a little too closely, where I do think it could have done a hair more. But I do like the character of Orphe and Magus. They really got the majority of the attention, most definitely, due to the fact that she's, directly tied to Isolde. Of course, we're definitely not going to be short on anything related to Seed, because Seed is, despite Orphe taking up the majority of the story time, next besides Isolde, of course, Seed came out first with her own little side bits, so they're definitely making up for that, and I look forward to seeing how it all is. I very much do. So, I liked Chapter 3. Very heavy thematic character villain study, but I do think it could have been longer and with a little more meat to it, too. It's not a bad chapter. I do think it needed more meat on its bones, especially since, you had all of Obel Squad involved. Hareen and Trigger, And like I said, a lot of this felt like a much more explosive retread of Trigger's storyline. And it did, so I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where I like it, but I admittedly do have some mixed feelings here or there. So I don't hate it. I definitely do like it. It's just I felt a little bit more could have been done, but hopefully this means that they are packing it. Hopefully this means that chapters 4 and 5 will have a lot of meat to throw at, and I think they realize that too, because they didn't just drop a main mission with one out of the 2 upcoming characters. They went and packed it with 2 event quests all at once. That's, to my recollection, it's rare that happens, or at least it has been rare in the case of Season 2, where they drop multiple all at once within the same week, as opposed to launching one, giving it a couple of days, and then the next one drops, and then they wait a while until the second half. But I do think they know that this one was a little bit starved on content, so they were like, yeah, just drop everything and and just load up on 4 and 5 to make up for it. At least that's what I think. And then after 4 and 5, well, we'll see what happens after that. Will there be a Season 3? I would assume there'll be epilogue chapters if there is going to be a Season 3, because we already solved the Overseer problem. We know Sarah's still scurrying around and weaseling her way up in her ranks, in her cult's rank. But there are still other things we, of course, have not been fully tied up, like who's the white-haired scientist who started the Anby clone program, who created the AIs, including Fairy, and what is their purpose. So there's still a lot that hasn't been wrapped up, and I would imagine they're probably going to get to that at some point, if not here, in Season 2, maybe Season 3. I don't know. I mean, Genshin Impact has managed to survive 4-ish seasons, so who knows, right? Sadly, all the meat went to Isolde. You're not wrong. You are not technically wrong. So yeah, I liked chapter 3 of Season 2, but I do think more could have been added or stretched out a little more, especially with how many characters they kind of threw at us. Some, of course, new, others returning. But we'll check out the other stuff they dropped and see how much of that makes up for some of the more lacking areas. So I really hope I get Seed. So I'm gonna take a break with Zenless. I do not know if I will come back to do another round tonight for Seed. If I don't, then consider this it. If I manage to do so, then well, you'll see it turn up on the subscriptions, I suppose. So it all depends on timing. Oh ho, timing. Ever our mortal enemy. So I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'll be back later. If not tonight, then tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. If not tonight. Because, my work schedule's a little bit topsy-turvy due to everything getting reshuffled. Stream. Thank you very much, Kyoto. So, that'll do it for this part. I'll be back hopefully soon with the next one. Keep your eyes open for that whenever it happens.